Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to Weston Racing, and in today's video, we're doing another episode of Multipack Madness here today. We got 4 Hot Wheels 5-packs we're going to be taking a look at here, and I'm going to be dead honest with you. They're not exactly the best 5-packs by any means. I mean, they're pretty good. I wouldn't say it's a good set by any means. We're definitely going to start off with probably my least favorite, though, just to get it out of the way. Not that I made that choice, though. I usually do them in order by the UPC codes on the back, but on the bottom, because it's a 5-pack. But anyways, we're going to start with the first 5-pack today, which is the Hot Wheels Motor Show 5-pack. So this is a 5-pack dedicated to pretty cars that you would see at a motor show. However, they're all newer cars, which I'm not exactly a fan of. We got the Acura NSX, pardon the dust. We got the Corvette C8R, the Aston Martin Vantage, McLaren Senna, and the Jaguar F-Type. That's going to be what we're starting with. You see, for me, anything really past the year 2010 is considered an old car, or a new car, in my opinion, going forward in time. So anything newer than 2010 is something I would consider a new car. And that's like right around the era in which I think cars really became ugly, but that's just kind of my thought process on it. But yeah, anyway, here we go. First one of the pick is the Acura, I think is actually how these are pronounced. I screw up the names on cars every now and again. So this is the Acura NSX 2017, I'm pretty sure. So we got a white body, black chassis, black tires with gold rims, and a tinted window insert. As you can see, the front end has some detail there. You can see all the headlights and the Acura logo with the grille. The back end, you got the tail lights, the Acura logo, some reflectors, no big deal. Other than that, that's all there really is to this car. It is a pretty basic little car. I've never really been a fan of Acuras, specifically the newer ones. What's funny though is literally here in a few seconds, I'm going to be reviewing the original Acura NSX, and I really like this design. Not a fan of this though. So if you look at it, that is literally the evolution. This is the old one, this is the new one. So it's kind of crazy to look at, but yeah, this is the 2017 Acura NSX. Not a fan of it. It is just not my thing. I do think it's interesting, though. The Riura LX Hot Wheels car, custom Hot Wheels car, I'm pretty sure is inspired off of that exact model of Acura. All right, next up is the Corvette C8R. Basically, we just got a standard blue body on this one, black chassis, black tires with black rims, and a tinted window insert. Pretty blacked out on everything except the body. You got some black racing stripes, Corvette on the little bonnet there. Not the bonnet, what's that? I think it's called the bonnet. I don't know. You got the Corvette logo. I know that they call the hood the bonnet in like Europe and stuff. I don't know, I'm confused. You got a little black detail there, a little white stripe, Corvette C8R right there. It's a pretty neat car. I gotta say, I'm kind of a fan of this one. Not exactly my favorite thing in the world though. I did not show the bottom of this one. I always show the bottoms of the cars. Yeah, not exactly the biggest fan of that Corvette. I kind of like the new Corvettes. I actually saw one in town the other day that was really cool, except I think that was a 2015 Corvette. It was still pretty cool though. Here is the Aston Martin Vantage GTE, I think is what this thing is called. Yep, got it perfectly. I am a genius. So we got you guys are seeing like a bright yellow body. It's more of like a tapioca yellow on my end. So we've got like a light yellow, light dusty yellow body, black chassis, black tires with dark gray rims, and a tinted window insert. Side panels, we got a gray stripe here and there. That's about it. On the front, we have the Aston Martin logo with some headlights, some red detailing around the hood scoops. You got some black details here and there for all the little hood details, and then nothing on the back. Giant spoiler. So yeah, there you go. That is the Aston Martin Vantage GTE. Not a whole lot to say there. Like I said, these are just not my type of car. This is the McLaren Senna, I think is what this thing is called. We got a black body, black chassis, black tires with white or yellow rims, and then a tinted window insert. Never really understood the hype behind McLarens, if I'm being honest. Why is my camera not focusing? It's crazy to me that I will have my hand in front, holding a car right up to the camera, and it'll choose to focus on the 3 in the background. I don't know why it does that. It's so confusing. But yeah, here you go. This is the McLaren Senna. It is just an all blacked out car. There is really not a whole lot to be shown off here. On the front end, you got the McLaren logo. You don't even have headlights. And on the back end, you got some tail light work with the McLaren logo. And that's it. Pretty boring. I will say though, the actual design of the car is very futuristic. I do kind of like that compared to some of these other ones. Yeah, there we go. And then let's get back to a standard, more coupey car. We have the Jaguar F-Type, and it is just a standard. I do like the color on this. Blood red body, black chassis. It's actually more of a dark gray chassis. Black tires with chrome rims and a standard window insert. I love that body color so much. That is like the ultimate midlife crisis color right there. That is so nice. Oh man, that looks beautiful. That's fantastic. Got the headlights up front, and then in the back you got the tail lights, and that is about it. So there you go, everybody. That's our first 5-pack for the video, the Hot Wheels Motor Show 5-pack. Alrighty, we're making good time. Next up, we have the Retro Racers 5-pack. Now, I'm going to be dead honest, I kind of forgot the names of these. We got the Lamborghini Countach police car, oh my god, Mustang Mach 1, head starter, the Erikenstein rod, and then a Porsche 934, I think. It's the 917 LH. I wasn't even close with that one. I'm kind of upset I messed up the name on that Porsche casting, because honestly, it's probably one of my favorite Hot Wheels Porsche castings. I really like it. I think the one that I just named off was is the one with the wing on the back, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. Anyways, moving on. I can't think. All right, so first up, we have the Lamborghini Countach police car, or pace car, rather. This is meant to be a pace car. We've got a baby blue body, a black chassis, black tires with white rims, and a tinted window insert that also extends up to the light bar up here. Side panel, you got a rally number 1, Hot Wheels graphics, Hot Wheels logo. Black trim with a white stripe. Same deal on this side. On the front, you got the Hot Wheels graphics thing again, number 1, Lamborghini emblem, headlights, all that jazz right there. The singular wiper, because it is a Lamborghini Countach. And then you have the light bar up here, which looks really, really cool. No detail on the back end. Kind of wish they would have done some stuff on the back end. But there you go, everybody. The Lamborghini Countach police car. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Kind of looks like a DeLorean a little bit. That's what I like about that one. All right, here is the Mustang Mach 1. I absolutely love this casting so much. I'm a huge fan of Mustang Mach 1s just in general. They're so cool. So we've got a yellow body, black chassis, black tires with white rims, and a blue window insert on this one. On the side, you can see it says Vitesky Motor Co. Vitesky being one of the designers for Hot Wheels. Mach 1 Mustang down here, a 5 emblem. Hot Wheels Ford with some black and red stripes. Looks super duper good. I love the way that looks. Very much has a retro vibe to it. I get retro dirt track vibes off of this, if I'm being honest. I can see, well, this kind of gives off the era of like track racing that Richard Petty used to do. That's kind of the vibe, but I also really do kind of get dirt track vibes off of this. I could see that thing running around the dirt track. So there's the bottom, and there you go. Mustang Mach 1. That's a really good one right there. Probably my favorite so far. I don't know if anything will beat it. Probably not going to be this. Here's Head Starter. This is a very cartoony Hot Wheels car right here. We got a green body, a gold, yeah, I'm going to go with gold, a gold chassis, black tires with gold rims. It's more of a rust color. And then you've got no window insert, but you got a little plastic white piece here for the driver that's a little rubbery. And you got this giant metal engine in the back. So basically, if you've never seen this thing before, it's basically meant to be just a very cartoony. I think it was originally a part of the Tuned series as well, which again, why can't we go back to doing tuned cars like this? Why do we got to have that crappy new style that they do all the time? It sucks. But yeah, here we go. That is the Head Starter there. And then on the hood, we have a chip. That's fantastic. Hot Wheels in that little emblem there. Number 2 with the striping. There you go. That is the Head Starter. Not exactly a fan favorite for most people, I bet. I don't know if there's anybody out there who specifically collects the Head Starters, but there's one right there. All right, speaking of castings that do probably get a lot of collectors, this thing is very popular, and I understand why. It's a really cool one. This is the Erikenstein rod. Again, Eric is one of the designers for Hot Wheels. I can't remember what his last name is, but this is a custom car by him that he came up with, which is meant to be a Frankenstein hot rod, and it just looks so good. I love it so much. So we got a gray body, red chassis, black tires with red rims, and a red window insert. On the side panel, we've got some stripped lightning bolts going on. I love the fact that they're all tattered. Hot Wheels, I don't know what that V symbol is for. Han Fabrication. These sponsors might honestly all be different designers. You got a 4 on the side, Erikenstein rod with the black stripe continuing from the side panel. If you turn it like that, you can see it lining up, which looks really, really cool. This side is exactly the same, but mirrored. On the front, we don't have anything. Roof, nothing. Back, nothing. But yeah, you can see the full cage design here. Huge motor, and then of course the front end with the 2 different style headlights looks super duper cool. So there you go. That is the Erikenstein rod. And then we got one final one, and it is the Porsche 914. And it is such a fun car. Like I said, this thing looks like a freaking speedboat. It is so cool. So we got a sparkly orange body, which looks really, well, it's not actually sparkly. That's all the scratching that's actually doing that. How is this thing so scratched? I just pulled it out of the package. What the heck? Got an orange chassis, black tires with dark gray rims, and then a almost completely tinted window insert. Number 3 on the side here, Porsche with some black striping. Hot Wheels logo there. This side is exactly the same but mirrored. On the front end, we got the number 3 with a black stripe that goes the full way back. And then my favorite thing that they ever do on these cars is they printed on the spoiler, put Porsche on there. Love that a lot. I love when they do that. So there you go. Oh, it's a Porsche 917. I keep screwing up the name, Porsche 917 LH. But there you go, everybody. That is the Retro Racers 5-pack. All right, I'm going to be dead honest. I'm not really a fan of drift cars, but that is the next set here. But however, I really like the paint jobs on these cars. They are really neat. Not a fan of the cars themselves, but the paint jobs are really cool. So next up, we got Hot Wheels Drift. I didn't really look at the back of the package, so I might screw up most of these. But I'm pretty sure that is a Nissan Silva. That is a Chevy Camaro. That is Bulletproof. That is a type of Mustang. I'm not really specific on it though, because I don't think I have that casting anywhere in my entire collection. And that right there, I'm pretty sure is the 2015 Mustang, if I'm not mistaken. No, that was the 2013 Ford Mustang GT. The one above that was the custom 2018 Ford Mustang. So yeah, all right, let's open her up. You know, with how popular imports and Japanese cars are in this hobby, much to my dismay, because I am not a fan of them, I would have really figured that like Hot Wheels Drift would be a series that we would see more often. I'm kind of surprised at how little they actually do drift cars, specifically drift cars. They do them like all these castings I've got here, they do quite often. But the actual series though, we almost never see it. It's really weird. But anyway, let's get started here. The first up, we have the Acura here. And like I said, I am not a fan of the actual car itself. I hate Acuras, I hate these specific type of, this is a Nissan Silva. What am I talking about? Oh my God, this is so embarrassing. As you can see, I really do not like Japanese cars because I don't even bother to figure out what they are anymore. But yeah, not a fan of the car whatsoever. The paint job, however, is immaculate. It is beautiful. It is so, look at that. Look at the glitter in that paint job. That is so pretty. So we got a sparkly purple body, a chrome chassis, black tires with gold rims, and a blue window insert. On the side panel, you can see Team Nightmare, which is going to be a reoccurring theme throughout this 5-pack, with some really neat, like, torn look on the side here. That's the thing I never understood about Japanese cars. Why did they always have, like, those side graphics? You'd see them in Fast and the Furious, like, the Toyota Supra would have that, like, that Cavalier on the side of it. What was the deal with that? Like, what's the whole thing behind that? Because I've always thought that was really weird. Let me know in the comments if you guys know about that, because I'm gonna have to research it at some point, because the next set of neon speeders that I have to review here on the channel is literally got the whole series is that style of car, and I don't get it. I don't know what the whole deal is with that. But yeah, that is the Nissan Silvia right there. It's Nissan Silvia too. I've been pronouncing it wrong this whole time, but yeah, there's the bottom for all of you that care and want to see the codes and stuff. There you go. Like I said, not a fan of the actual car. The paint scheme is incredible. Next up, we got the 2018 Camaro. Am I right about that? 2017 Camaro. I was close. ZL1 Camaro here. This thing is pretty neat too. We got its sparkly dark blue, which I absolutely love, with a dark gray chassis, black tires with chrome rims, and orange window insert. I like the fact that they chose the complementary color here for the windshield. I think that's really, really cool. And I love the paint job on this one. It looks very techno and cool. Team Nightmare again. Hot Wheels with some striping and some just really cool tech design on the side. I really like that. All around, this one might be my favorite car of the whole set, honestly. It's an American car, which I am 100% Team America when it comes to cars overall. I've always liked American cars, but the paint job on this is just incredible. So, oops, I didn't show you the bottom. There you go. So there you go, everybody. That is the Camaro. Beautiful. Next up, we have Bulletproof. Now, this one's probably my least favorite car of the set just because I don't know what in the world's going on with this one. It does not, literally all of the cars in here have metal flake paint jobs except this one. This is also the only like Hot Wheels custom concept car. I don't know why this one stands out so much or why they didn't try to make it blend in with the rest of them, but yeah, here's Bulletproof. We got a baby blue body, a really interesting, almost like gunmetal gray metal flake chassis. That's really fascinating. Black tires with white rims and a pink window insert, which is something you don't see too often. On the side panel, you got drift and the little star right there, Hot Wheels logo, and then a star paint job. This almost looks like it was meant to be a part of the Olympics cars from a while ago, and they just forgot to throw it in there, because that is literally what this looks like. Also, there is like no detail on this whatsoever. They barely put any effort into this car. So there's Bulletproof, easily probably the worst car of the set right there, honestly. All right, next up we have the custom, this is the custom Ford Mustang. I can't remember the year on it. Very weird casting on this one. The engine is freaking massive. But we have got a emerald sparkly green body with a dark gray chassis, black tires with yellow rims, and a completely clear window insert. I love the paint job on this. Crash, pow, bang with the little comic book effects. You've also got comic book stippling going on right here, which looks really cool. Hot Wheels logo there. Same thing on this side, but mirrored. No detail on the front. You can see the little Mustang emblem in there, which is really cool. Again, that engine setup is just crazy. That is nuts. Roll cage and everything. And then an airbag and a wheelie bar. This is a drift 5-pack. Why is there a drag car in here? Hot Wheels, that doesn't make any sense. Why is this in here? That doesn't belong. What? That doesn't even, what? That's a drag, that is set up for drag racing. Why is it in the drift 5-pack? That doesn't make any sense. All right, and then next up, the final one of the set. Ooh, again, look at that. That is, I am 99% sure that's the same color as the Aston Martin. It is, look at that. I'm telling you, man, the blood red. Hot Wheels, you need to use that color more often. That is beautiful. That is pretty. All right, so here we go. This is the 2013-18. God, I am not doing hot today. But this is the Mustang here. Again, blood red body, black chassis, black tires with chrome rims, and a tinted window insert. Again, you can see this is the final installment to Team Nightmare. Got a really awesome torn paint scheme again. Okay, now this is a bit weird because my Camaro that I got over there stands out a little bit because it doesn't have the torn look on the paint scheme. It's got the techno look, which is fine. I like the techno look. I think it's cool. But yeah, there you go, everybody. That's that Mustang. And there you go. That is the Drift 5-pack right there. Probably the best 5-pack that we've looked at so far, honestly. Like I said, I'm not a fan of the cars. This one shouldn't even be in here in the first place because that is a drag racing vehicle. I don't know why that's in here. But yeah, that's definitely probably the best one we've looked at so far. But we got one more to go. I can guarantee it's not going to top this one, but we still got one left. Alrighty, everybody. The final 5-pack for today's video is probably the most lackluster one, honestly. I don't know. I honestly think this one's better than the Motor Show one just because I hated the cars in the Motor Show one. It's the Hot Wheels Track Builder 5-pack. And we have the Grupo X24 Lightning Bug. Oh, God. What is that Futurismo? Roadster Bite. Oh my God, I didn't even recognize it. Mock It Go and oh God, what's the name of that one? Drone Duty. That's what it is. Okay, I remember. Yeah. Oh my God. All right, my fingers are tired from opening all these boxes. The way that I use it hurts. Okay, the opening these 5-packs hurts sometimes, especially when you open like 4 of them in a video. Hurts big time. All right, here we go. Hot Wheels Track Builder. If you don't know what this is for if you buy a bunch of those orange Hot Wheels tracks, you basically buy this 5-pack with it and you'll have some cars to use. They're perfect because they fit perfectly and they are also super aerodynamic or weighted down so they roll nice and easy. First one in the set is the Grupo X24 here. Now I have a bad history of I have a bad history of buying this specific casting and there's always a Tampo slide somewhere on it. But yeah, here we go. This is the Grupo X24. We got a red body, black chassis, orange tires with white rims, and a blue window insert. Now you're going to notice all of these cars have orange tires and white rims because that is just the trademark of the Track Builder cars. On the side panel, I got the number 3 with an arrow and a bunch of really cool designs. You got this really neat spiral in white. Hot Wheels logo here. I don't know why I'm not centered in the camera. And then you got some blue and orange detailing here and there with some white pinstriping, which is really, really nice. On this side, it's the same thing, but mirrored. And then nothing on the roof or anything. You can see like the cool little like fan details and stuff, but that's nothing too crazy. And then this car actually has a moving part to it. The front spoiler is adjustable. which is cool. So you can put it up if you're going to do like loop-de-loops, and then you can put it back down if you're just going to have the car drive straight. So there you go. Grupo, I didn't show the bottom. Grupo X24, you're also going to notice all the cars have this symbol, which that is the Track Stars symbol. So that's how you know. If you see a car with this symbol on the bottom, that means it is perfect for Hot Wheels tracks. There's an old version of that symbol too that we might see here in a second. Here is Lightning Bug. This is the Hot Wheels Custom Concept Volkswagen Beetle that they made. Hot Wheels did their own take on a Volkswagen Beetle, and this is what they came up with. So we've got a clear purple body, a orange chassis, orange tires with chrome rims. Okay, maybe I lied about the white rims thing. They all have orange tires with chrome rims, and then the little window insert is also the body. So you got this little chrome piece here as the base as well. All of the paint detail is on the roof of it. You can see Lightning Bug on the bonnet of the little windshield here, number 4 on the hood, and then you've got this really cool like modern art sort of striping going on here, which actually looks pretty neat. I didn't even know that was on the car until I just pulled it out just now. Orange Hot Wheels logo. That's about it. I love all the chrome. That looks nice. But yeah, Lightning Bug. I actually really like this casting a little bit. Every version we've gotten of it is pretty neat in my opinion. So that's cool. All right, next up is Roadster Bite, the car that I completely forgot the name of. Here is Roadster Bite. Does this car usually have a window insert? I feel like it usually has a window insert. Maybe that's why I was so confused. But yeah, here we go. Did I show you guys the bottom of this one? I don't think I did. There we go. All right, Roadster Bite. We got a white body, black chassis, orange tires with blue chrome rims, no window insert. All of the paint detail on this one is pretty simple. As you can see, it's like in waves. You've got blue, orange, and black in this weird like checkered-ish design. I don't know what's going on here. Got the number 1 there. Pretty basic, honestly. I do say though, I do really like the contrast of the white body on the black chassis. I think that looks really, really nice. I think it makes this car pop a lot. There you go, Roadster Bite. Very good one there. I don't know, Roadster Bite might be, I think Lightning Bug is my favorite. Roadster Bite is a close second though for this pack. Here is Mock It Go, which is, I don't know if this was inspired by Speed Racer, but I know the name might be of a little bit. Mock It Go 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 from the Speed Racer cartoon. But you got a really neat, I don't know how you use metal flake on plastic, but that looks really cool. So you got this weird sparkly blue body. You got a yellow chassis, black or white, orange. Oh my God. Holy, I need to go back to bed. Oh my Lord. Orange tires with yellow rims, and then no window insert because the window is right here. So yeah. Here we have on the hood, you can see Mock It Go with all the orange striping, and you got some cool like technological node designs here, which look really, really fun. Hot Wheels logo with some yellow, orange, white stripes, and then you got an S, or no, that's a 5, because they all have numbers on them, right? That's cool. And on the bottom, there you go, Mock It Go, right there. And then the final one here for this set and for the video is Drone Duty. And this is a really fun one. When this first came out, I thought this was the coolest thing ever. Like, I was so hyped when they first revealed this casting and it came out in the Rescue line in 2013, or 2023. See, I'm really struggling. But I really like this casting a lot. So we would have a black drone body, a green car body. You'll see why I say that here in a second. A chrome chassis, orange tires with green chrome rims, no window insert. All of the paint detail on this is on these little fins right here. So you got Hot Wheels with some blue striping. The number 2, this really cool hexagon design with the blue and green stripes there. Same deal on this side. All right, and then the moving part, because this one does have a moving part, is you can see the little guy in there. The reason why it's called Drone Duty is because the top part separates as a drone that can be flown around, which has always been the coolest thing to me. I've always thought that this was really cool. You can see all the fans on there. You've got the camera, so you can see, so the guys that are lying down here staring at the ceiling can actually see where they're going with the drone. And then here you can see all of the inner workings, all of the computer stuff, because I'm pretty sure this is an electric car if I'm not mistaken. There you go, Drone Duty. And there you go. That is that full car right there. It is, I love Drone Duty. I always have. I've always thought it was a really fun casting. Every release of it we've got, I've been excited for to get, just because, like I said, it is such a fun casting. Even for the kids, even for an adult, it's just such a fun casting. I love it. But there you go, everybody. That is the full episode of Multipack Madness for you guys. So we had, going in reverse order, we had the Track Stars, not the Track Stars, Track Builder, We had Drift, which the Drift set I think is going to be my winner for the video of the best 5-pack that we looked at today. The Drift set was so good, just because of the paint schemes. The cars themselves I'm not even that big of a fan of, and I will excuse the fact that this here, that green one, is not even a Drift car. It's an imposter. I don't even know why it's in that 5-pack. It shouldn't be there at all. And then we had the Retro Racers, which this was a cool, I liked this 5-pack a lot. I thought it was really, really neat. Apparently it was a very popular 5-pack for kids as well. Because from what I heard, I think this was the best-selling 5-pack of 2024, was the Retro Racers. Which was honestly kind of, voice crack, was honestly kind of shocking to me. I thought that was pretty neat. Because, like, personally for me, if we were going off my taste, the best-selling 5-pack of 2024 would be one that we're going to look at in the next episode of this series, because it is a cool 5-pack. It is so awesome. But anyways, guys, that is all I have for today's video. I hope you all enjoyed looking at all these 5-packs here today. It was a good time. I had a good time with this. I thought it was pretty cool. But yeah, like I said, I do think out of all of the Multi-Pack Madness episodes we've done so far, this one, in my opinion, is probably my least favorite, because, like, these are the Trackstar cars. We've looked at so many of those. This 5-pack just sucks as a whole. The only good thing about this 5-pack was the paint scheme on this car. The car itself wasn't even really that good. This one was pretty good. I wouldn't say it was my favorite, though, just because I don't like the pastel colors and everything. The car selection's okay. This one's fantastic. Like I said, the cars, not that great. I kind of like the Mustangs. I think they're pretty good. This Mustang and this Camaro carry this whole 5-pack, and they don't even have to carry that much, because these two cars also do a lot of heavy lifting with their paint schemes. But yeah, that's my full thoughts for you guys right there. I hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you all in the next diecast unboxing video. Thank you, and good night.